That's not supposed to be loose like that. I'll be back. This is a cherry burl. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but let's see if we maybe can get it a little bit round and not kill ourselves. It's mounted to the woodworm screw. Second time trying to use this chuck. Stand aside. Wow. Huh. Maybe I can't use anything like this. That's the lowest speed on this lathe. Everything's going to vibrate off here. This is not going to work. Unless I can get it round. Gonna have to pause you a second. I guess let's try a little more. Wow, that's rough. Let's see if we can get this a little closer. Well, it's kind of pretty. Let's see if I can get this edge off here. Actually, let's see if we can move this banjo so we're not hanging over so far. Ooh, that doesn't work. Ow, that was... That's a good thing I've got this mask on. Or this face shield. Whew, whew. That piece of bark just went flying right across there. better to tighten it up, Ted. That's not supposed to be loose like that. I'll be back. Make sure that's tight. Yeah, we still have a ways to go before we could get that round. Battery's dead already? What's going on with you? That was a whole like 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's continue. A lot less wobble. Still got a ways to go though. That's still pretty deep, that's still pretty deep.
If you enjoy my videos, now would be a good time to like and subscribe. If you don't enjoy my videos, leave a comment below, tell me what I can do better.
I don't know. I guess it wouldn't do any good to try to glue that back in. Wow, that bowl is going to be a lot smaller than I thought it was. Well, I guess for lack of anything else, we might as well keep on working at it. It's really pretty, but I don't think it will hold together. Oh yeah, right there. Let's try speeding up a little bit more. Wow. We're on not even close. I wonder if maybe I ought to try to make a box out of that or something. A really, really small bowl if I make a bowl. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty deep right there. All right, let's try to clean this up a little bit and then see if we can decide what we want to do with it. I really hate wasting that much of that. Oh well. I wonder how far that inclusion goes. Well, I've taken that thing down at least halfway. That's not going to be big enough to make a real bowl out of, I don't think. Change bowl, maybe. Okay, maybe I'll see if I can fill that with epoxy and maybe try to make a little box out of this thing. I just hate to keep cutting it away. Once again, I totally forgot to use the tailstock. A piece of that ripped out and hit me. Look at that. Wow. I don't know. We'll have to think on this. It'll be another day's work. Off camera, I filled in some of the voids with epoxy, sawdust, and coffee to give it a dark color. This is a tool rest that my cousin welded up for me. Maybe that's a skill I ought to learn. And let's try to clean this up a little bit, and then maybe do some sanding. Oh, something doesn't sound right there. I don't know. Let's make sure that's tight. That's tight. I wonder if that sound has anything to do with the tailstock. Let's remove that and see what if our sound goes away. Alright, clean up that backside anyway. Well, it looks like there's a wobble in the chuck. Maybe there's a whole wobble in the headstock. Okay, I think you're going to have to move. Okay. Let's do some sanding and see what we got. Well, I've sanded up to 320. Let's put some shellac-based sanding sealer on there and see what we get. This is kind of like the best part. That's kind of pretty wood. I don't know if you can see it from that angle. Let's move the camera. Hopefully that's a little bit better angle. It's going to be a shame to cut off most of that spalting. A little void right there maybe to fill. Okay, I'll let that dry and then do some more sanding. There, test, test, test. I've sanded up to, let's get the mask off. Sanded up to 600 grit. I'm going to use some OB Shine Juice. I use walnut oil instead of, oh, what is it? Boiled linseed oil. There's roughly equal parts boiled or walnut oil, denatured alcohol, and shellac. Roughly. I think I got a little bit too much denatured alcohol in it, but hey, what's the worst thing that can happen? It'll evaporate. Now that's just soaking in. I already put 4 coats of sanding sealer on it. Okay, let's get some heat on that. It's looking kind of pretty. Okay, I'm going to sand down that layer with some 4-aught steel wool. Now let's put another layer on. I'm obviously going to have to clean up that tenon. That's kind of looking nice, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Okay, let's throw another coat on. What do you say? Yeah, I knew you'd agree with me. Battery is low. Don't shut off on me yet. We'll let that dry, and then I'll change the battery out. Okay, let's heat that layer up. Recording? Good. That's close enough for government work. Let's clean up that tenon. Wow, something flew off there. Oh wow. I don't know if that tenon's going to hold now or not. We lost a hunk right there. Here, let me move you over here. Right there. I would have thought that would have gone out, but let's try to flatten that out a little bit and see what we get. Okay, what's all that? Okay, let's take a little bit of that off there. Equipment failure. Whoa. Other way, Ted. Okay. Let's see if that fits in the chuck. It'd be nice to have a good locking pin instead of using a nail. That's not level, is it? Put that warmer screw back into the box so we can't lose it. You know, I probably should measure that first, huh? Okay, let's bring up the tailstock, get it centered. I'm obviously not great at making tenons yet. I should have turned the speed down first. Let's turn that on and put the face shield down, make sure I don't go. That's a lot of wobbling, and I don't know if it's from the whole spindle or if it's because it's not flat in there right. I don't know. Let's try to hollow her out. I guess flatten the surface or the top of it off first. You're gonna have to move. Whoa! Whoa! That was not helpful. Wow. Scary stuff, Ted. Scary stuff. That was not helpful. Wow. Scary stuff, Ted. Scary stuff.